It's after midnight and I have to get up in the morning to work. I work right there. But I'm just going to tell a quick story. It's a true story. And like any good person, I'm in my 50s and I'm going to tell you a story about when I was in my 20s. And I worked in a phone room for InnoMed, Innovative Medicine Research. So I called people up and asked them questions to see if they could get into a study. During this employment, I was very. I've been a born again Christian since I was 22, so I've just been loving the Lord, singing His praises since that time. I had a coworker who was about my age and about the same, always loving the Lord, praising His name. You couldn't get His name up out of our mouths. But she and I, we passed each other by like a high and by. She was not someone that I spent time with as a coworker, a friend, go to lunch, whatever. So anyway, I'm working there for a while, and she was there before me. But because we were young, people are young and social on the job, not like when you're older and you just come to work and just go. There's a little bit more to the high and by. So anyway, we're younger and just I guess you know how people just make a little joke when they see each other. Well, it wasn't really a joke, but it was something that I noticed about her. I noticed that she hated the job, and she would always be in the break room. I guess that's what I really noticed about her. Every time I walked in the break room, she would be in the break room. So one day, I said something like, "Every time I come to the break room, do you ever work or something crazy?" And she said, "Can I talk to you outside?" And I said, "Sure." And we went outside, and the girl said, "Don't you ever talk about what break I'm on. It's none of your business, blase, blase." And she, let me say this because she definitely had a point. She said, our boss is sitting right there in the break room, hear what you're saying, and you don't do that, and da 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 da. So she said what she said, and it was outside of the room. This place that we worked at it looked like the it was an office building, but it looked like a hotel to me, and like the suites that you would go into would just look like hotel rooms. So we were outside the office building on the landing in the air and having that talk. So I didn't have much of a response for her at all. I heard what she said, and when she was done, we went back and we went to work. I really didn't say a thing, and it didn't dawn on me to say a thing. But I'm a very spiritual person, and just like spiritual people, your thoughts, your feelings, they come to you at night when spirits start talking to you. Well, anyway, I went to work the next day, and I said to her, and I don't remember her name, and I said to her, "Can I talk to you outside?" And she said, "Sure." And she came outside, and I said, "You and I are the only two people in this phone room on our shift. We're the only ones that are praising God every day." And I said, so I thought about it all night. I said, wouldn't it be Satan's plan that of all people to be arguing at the job, it would be us? What isn't that Satan's plan? And she said, yeah, that does make sense. And I said, well, here's what I don't know who said it, but we came up. I think I came up with it. I said, well, I like gospel music. Yeah. So I said, I like gospel music, and I have a lot of music. I got CDs. Back then, I was buying everybody's CDs. I had everybody. So she says what she likes. And it turned out that we both like this kind of obscure group, Anointed. And she knew the song, "For the sake of the cross, I am laying down my all, and no turning back. I'm looking straight ahead. I'm on the right track, and it's all for the sake of the cause." So when we hit that together, we slapped hands, hugged each other, and said, you know what? You go ahead, you do you. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do me. But every day, we're going to take some kind of break and come out here and praise his name just to slap the devil up in the head. I mean, it was amazing that we continue to not be friends. We continue to pass each other high and by, but we came for each other on break time. Come on, girl, it's break time. Let's go. And was nothing to it. And it was a lovely and a beautiful thing because we'd be out there doing our thing, and next thing you know, everybody else would pour out just to see what we doing and everything. But we just do one song, kill it, and get away from each other. But anyway, the story is maybe that the devil is using the people of God to mock God. Oh, look at them. That's what you call Christians, huh? Mm-hmm. Telling each other, yeah. Well, anyway, that's the end of that story. Thank you, YouTube.